So we know that the magnitude of a vector, so here's some of the rules. So the magnitude of a vector is always positive. The magnitude of so basically we're taking the absolute value. So the magnitude of a negative vector is the same as the magnitude of a positive vector. If you have a vector times a constant, you can always pull that constant out. And we have something called a unit vector, which we will get to shortly. And it just means that the magnitude of the vector is equal to 1. Okay? Okay? All right, so now we have this I, J. I think we went over I and J a little bit last week, didn't we? Yeah, I thought so. Thank you. So if we have an I vector, and we call it 1, 0, and a J vector, we call it 0, 1, then the magnitude of any vector can be written as the vector is equal to AI plus BJ. Okay? I don't think anything here is all that exciting. I'll get to something good. Let's just do this. So it says if V equals minus 3I plus 4J and W equals 2I minus 5J, find V plus W. So Damien, how do I find V plus W here? Yeah, I just add them, exactly. But I have to add like terms. Not times, Anka, that's something different. So when I add vectors, it's just adding, exactly. So this would be, so what would be the answer to A? Minus I. Minus J, exactly. Minus I minus J, I just add them. And obviously, if I subtract them, it would be minus 3 plus 4J minus 2I minus 5J. So we distribute the negative and we get minus 5I plus 9J. Okay? I think that's pretty simple. And again, for any of these, I'll just do them really quick because I think they're pretty simple. So we would say this is the same as, you can just distribute. So this would be equal to minus 9I plus 12J. Again, we would just multiply and then subtract. And the magnitude of V is equal to the square root of minus 3 squared plus 4 squared, which would be 5. So I think this is all pretty simple. Am I right? Or is there anybody who's not sure what I'm doing? I guess I'm not sure what you mean by memorize. Do you have a microphone, Luis? Okay, you just turn it on the phone.
Hi.
Hi, Luis. What do you mean memorize?
I mean, for example, when I was doing the homework, I know how to do, but I don't know if in the test I will remember how to do it. I have that feeling right now.
What? Okay, so what part of it are you not sure about, I guess, is the question.
Well, I'm not sure right now,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I did so much exercise, but I feel that I need to do more, to get it, how to do it right,
Well, if you add two vectors and they're in vector form, you just add, it's basically, so if I have a vector, let's say I have a vector and it's like that, and this is my x value, and this is my y value, right?
Right.
Okay, so if I add another vector, let's say I add this vector, and this is the new x, and this is the new y, right?
Right.
So we remember that the resulting vector is that. So we would just add, let's call this x1 and x2, y1 and y2. So the resulting vector in the x direction would be x1 plus x2, and the resulting vector would be y1 plus y2, right?
Right.
So we just basically add the x values and we add the y values.
Yeah, that's clear. Yeah.
Okay. Which part of this feels like you don't understand that you're memorizing? Because I don't want you to memorize things, not this stuff.
No, it's clear. With the draw, it's clear.
Okay, good. Yeah, all we're doing is just, if we're adding vectors or subtracting vectors, you're just adding or subtracting. If you have a vector that's this long and you multiply it by 2, well, now it's going to be twice as long, right? So
yeah,
the x values become twice as long and the y values become twice as long. Right?
Yes, correct.
The magnitude, it just has to do with the fact that this is my vector, so I want to know how long that is. If I want to know how long that is, well, I can use the Pythagorean identity that says that's y squared, x squared plus y squared equals magnitude.
Yeah, the hypotenuse, yes, correct.
Okay?
Yes, now it's clear, yes.
Okay, good, because I don't want you memorizing this stuff. Whatever you memorize means you don't understand.
For sure, yes, definitely.
Thanks, Luis. So you're
Thank you.
sense now?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for asking. Yeah, Michael. I think Michael had a question. Is it Michael? No. Yes, that equals the magnitude. You can do, this is magnitude. You could also have it look like that, be magnitude. There's a lot of different ways that they do it, but yes. There's tons of notation for the same thing, I know, I'm sorry. You have another question, Michael? Okay. We're just going to ask for magnitude. Just, I don't know, it depends what the question is, but they mean the same thing. Yeah, I don't know.